Okay. All right. Well, here's the plan tonight, guys. So we haven't done this for a couple weeks because of the holidays and everything. So what I wanted to do tonight was, as a New Year's Eve um, session, we're just going to do like a 30-minute Q&A tonight, and then next week we'll get back to the normal sessions where we go for like an hour or so. All right. So I just want to jump on here and let you guys ask me whatever questions you want to. And we're recording this, so it'll be up tomorrow. And let's see, what else did I want to tell you guys? I think that's about it. So fire some questions away at me here. We'll get going. Grab a drink of water. Come on, fire some questions here. You guys must have some questions about YouTube or whatever. It says, how many beers does it take to quickly rank a competitive video? Well, it takes less beers than it used to. Come on, people. Shoot me some questions here. Okay, here we go. Okay, got some coming in here now. All right, Roy, I'm going to save that till a little bit later, okay? Let's go through some of these questions that are just popping in here real quick. Mary says, have you looked at the new backlink commando thing by Tony Hayes? Are you talking about the IFTTT thing, Mary? Yeah. That actually was out, I think it was last year. I don't know if Tony's always updating everything. So to be honest with you, I haven't seen the new version of it. I'm trying not to mail you guys out as much stuff as I used to in the old days. I'm trying to just do my own products, and if it's something really good, I mean, I'll send it out to you guys. But I think there's IFTTT is in that thing that he just did a couple weeks ago, I think, isn't there? Isn't it? So to answer your question, Mary, I haven't really looked at that thing. I know what I know about it, but I can't really give you my opinion on it because I really haven't used it. I've just been using like only wire and stuff like that. So it says, is it me or are others seeing Google is getting pickier about ranking videos now? Well, I think, Ed, what's going on is that there's just so many more people that are trying to rank YouTube videos that you have you have a lot more competition to try to knock out. So that's what I'm seeing anyways. As far as them being pickier about ranking videos, I guess they are being a little pickier. They're looking at things differently. Like I said, in the old days, I could just put a video up and put a bunch of, buy a bunch of views at VagX or whatever, like 10,000 views, and the thing would rank, right to the top and stay there. So yeah, they're changing, the ranking, the criteria they're using to rank videos. So, I guess they are being pickier, but I think, like I said, I think a lot of it has to do is there's so many people using YouTube now that there's just more videos that they have to choose from, Let's see here. Alan says, this automatic SEO ranking stuff that's being marketed, does it really work or just BS? Oh, it all depends on what it is there, Alan. Stuff that gets you like social bookmarks on autopilot, like I use OnlyWire and stuff like that. That works for me. And it all depends on which product you're talking about. I mean, I get every day, I get probably 2 people wanting me to mail out their latest YouTube thing. And a lot of it is just the same stuff over and over. So I really don't use that stuff. So I can't really tell you, whether it works or not. Doug says, when will 4.0 be ready? Probably, I think tomorrow I'm going to go on launch calendar and pick a date for that. So I'm thinking probably 4.0 is probably going to be in like the beginning of February. I'm going to launch that video rocket booster thing this month, or not this month, but January. And I might be doing another little thing. So probably like the beginning of February is when that's coming out. I'm just finishing that up now. And then Rocket Video Ranker Pro will be probably in March. Let's see. Okay, David says, can you rank local videos on the first page that do not show video now? Yeah. There's kind of everybody says that if you do a search for a term and you don't see any videos on page 1, then don't even try to rank a video on that page. And I don't ever listen to that. I always try to get them ranked no matter what. And you can still get videos. It definitely seems like it's a little bit harder to do, because if there's videos already on there, you can just knock them out of place, or push them back onto the second page. But I've also gotten videos ranked on pages that that didn't have a video at all. So, I mean, a good example of that is if you type in Pittsburgh painting contractors. Last I checked, at least here in Pittsburgh, my video was like the very top listing. I mean, it was like at the tippy top above everything else, and there was no videos on that page for that. In fact, there was no videos, for like the first 5 pages. So I don't ever listen to that. It might take more work, but you can do it. And it might take longer. One thing you guys got to remember is that it's cool to get your videos ranked fast, but, if it takes a little bit more time, the things that you're going to have to do to get a video ranked that take longer to do is going to make the video last longer once it's there. Okay? Because you're probably going to have to do more off-page stuff. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading through these. Yeah, it says combine that with YouTube Live. That's the IFTTT thing you're talking about, right, Ed? Let's see. Yeah, it says Cinderwire is good also. Yep. Cinderwire is basically OnlyWire. Only it's cheaper. But I already had OnlyWire, so that's what I keep using. Okay. It says we need to start looking at our channels like a money site in some ways. Yep. Channels definitely have a lot more to do now with your videos getting ranked. If your channel, like that's one of the things that I'm teaching in Rocket Video Ranker 4 is like how to go through all the steps to optimize your channel and do all the little tweaks that you need to do in there so that your channel is like really, really optimized. And that includes like putting some channel graphics in there and a an icon or an avatar, whatever you call them, because that shows them that you're serious about that channel, and I think it gives it more weight. But Yeah, once your channel gets authority, man, you can like pop videos in there and they'll rank fast. One thing I have noticed though is that I think YouTube will not let you change your channel name like they used to, or the channel URL. I'm sorry, because that's one of the things that I show in Rocket Video Ranker 4 is how you go in there and change your channel URL to have your keyword in it. And now they won't let you do that unless you have like 500 subscribers or something like that. So I'm going to have to go in and update that before I launch that. But that's no big deal. You can still do all the other stuff inside of the channel. James says, what is 4.0? James, 4.0 is my main course that I started out with about 2-3 years ago. Is called Rocket Video Ranker. And that was the first one, and then there was Rocket Video Ranker 2.0, and then last year there was Rocket Video Ranker 4 or 3.0, and now I'm doing Rocket Video Ranker 4.0. So that's the one that comes out in February. So basically it's just updated for all the different changes. It says, Bill, what off-page strategies did you use to get your Pittsburgh painting contractors video at the top of page? Ed, I'd have to go back there and look and see, because I keep track of all that stuff. I have a notepad file somewhere buried that every time I do something to it, I go in there and add it in there. But I think the main thing that I did was to get it up, to pop it up on the, it was kind of floating around on like page 2 or 3. I think the first thing I did was the 250,000 those links that I told you guys about, the real generic crappy links, like 250,000 blast of those. So that's, I did that, and then it bumped it up onto page 1. Then I did only wire, and what else did I do to that thing off the top of my head here? I think that's about it. But backlinks really work good. Roy asks, do the ads that appear on the videos automatically, is that YouTube, Google? Can one bar those ads appearing, or can one take advantage of those ads for money, profit? I'll be honest with you, Roy, I'm not really that huge into the YouTube ads thing yet. I mean, it's something that I really, really need to start doing, because right now it's really, there's not that many people doing it, and they're letting you get away with a lot of stuff, and the clicks are really, really cheap. But, and if somebody else knows the answer to that, please chime in. But I think that you can say that you don't want any ads to show up on your videos. I think you can do that. I'm not sure though. If anybody knows the answer to that, please put it in the question box. Doug says, I used your booster this last weekend and it worked great, made $250. Awesome. Great to hear that, Doug. That's what I like to hear. You guys making some money. It says, did you use GSA to get all those backlinks? Ed, it was somebody on Fiverr, and I think actually if you go to the webinar replay page, it's probably like the first webinar. If you look below it, there's a link to the Fiverr gig that I used, because people wanted to know what it was. But it's some girl over in, I think in Pakistan or something, and she'll do like 200 blast your links. It's either GSA or Scrapebox or something like that. But she'll blast them out. She'll do more than that too. She's actually changed it now. She also has like 500,000 links and 900,000 links. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm going to try them on something. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it says you need 500 subscribers now before it can do it. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was. Good old YouTube. changing stuff all the time. Roy asks, how often should one ping one's YouTube video? Well, I mean, Roy, I don't know if you grabbed Video Rocket Booster. If I show you how you should use your YouTube. The video page is like a page on your blog, and go in and add content to the description, and then ping the URL again. To be honest with you, I don't think it hurts to ping it a lot, but I wouldn't ping it unless you make some kind of change. Like, I wouldn't just go pinging my YouTube URL like over and over and over. But then on the other hand, I mean, to be honest, I don't know for sure if it's going to hurt it or not. But I wouldn't do that, not without making a change on the page so that you have a reason for doing it. Jim asks, what is the best way to get subscribers to a channel? Well, the best way that I've ever found is to put good videos on there, and stuff that people want to watch and it's worth them watching, and put your videos. You could do like the OnlyWire thing or social bookmarking, because people do find those and pass them around. And you could also create a blog and put your videos on there, stuff like that. So I think the biggest thing is if you have a term that people are searching for and your channel has decent stuff in it, then you're going to get more subscribers to it. That's like my prolific marketer YouTube channel. It's funny because I've been doing YouTube, for like 3 or 4 years, and I never really took the time to create like a good YouTube channel of my own, and I just started doing that over the summer for the prolific marketer stuff. And every week these webinar replays go on there, and I had other stuff on there, and I've been getting like 2 or 3 subscribers a day, which I think is pretty cool. So and it's because there's stuff on there that I'm giving them some value, you know what I mean? It's hard to do if you're doing a channel that's going to basically just sell stuff, but you could still throw a few videos on there that are just good reviews about something. Just give them some value and they'll subscribe. Yeah, it says it's in advanced settings. Alan says, how much do you know about Google Hangouts, and are they as good as everyone says for ranking? Alan, they are supposed to be good for ranking. I guess YouTube Live is supposed to be better than that now. The reason why I never did much with Hangouts is because the quality of them like totally sucked, and it would just shut down in the middle. And basically, what you'd have to do is make a video and then use the Google Hangout to record your screen while you're playing the video. And I mean, they looked so bad. And I tried a couple tests with them, and I never really had that much better rankings with the Hangouts. So I just did my normal thing, the normal YouTube video stuff, because they just look so much better. So that's how I feel about Google Hangouts. Now, as far as the YouTube Live thing, they're supposed to work really good. I messed around with that for a little while because of that thing that Tony put out, that YouTube Live thing, which, by the way, if any of you guys on here bought that and you're waiting for me to do the webinar bonus that came with that, I'm still waiting. Tony says he's going to do the webinar with us. But he's been so busy with these launches, so I'm hoping we can get that done within the next couple weeks or whatever. So sorry about the delay on that, but I messed around with that a little bit, but I've just been sort of doing my normal thing, to be honest with you, and it's working out pretty good for me. So let's see here. How long approximately after you blasted the videos with 250,000 did it go to page 1? I think it was probably maybe like 3 days, Ed. It was pretty fast. Alan says, love the value stuff. Yep. Okay, it says, Bill, when you do the poking with your 20 or so video variations to see which vid Google likes, do you mark the ones that don't rank private or delete them? No, Ed, I just leave them. The more videos you have out there, the better. Alan, that's how much time do you actually spend face-to-face with potential clients? Alan, I try to spend the least amount as possible. I don't do a whole lot of offline stuff anymore because I've just been busy with the teaching this stuff, you know what I mean? I still do it a little bit. I have a guy that is sort of like my sales guy, and he's the guy that calls places, and although he hasn't been doing too much lately, I'm going to have a talk with him. But he's a good sales guy. He's actually like a used car guy, and he's good at that, so he doesn't mind cold calling people. I hate doing that personally. That's why I always did the ranked video first, so that you could, show them the video. But it's still a good way to do it when you're starting out. Get the video ranked and then sell it to somebody. But I just don't have time to deal with, clients and stuff like that. So I still do it, but not, as much. Waldo says, hi, Bill. Compliments of the season. Yep, Waldo, same to you. And he asks, what is the YouTube Live product? It's a product that Tony Hayes put out, I guess it was about 3 weeks ago, that actually uses YouTube Live. And the cool thing is that you can upload a video that you already have on your, that you've created into it, and it treats it just like a YouTube Live video, because YouTube Live is basically the same thing as Google Hangouts. You have to basically record your screen, and or you have to actually record it live. So this thing that Tony came up with, you can actually, it connects the video that you already created that's HD, and it treats it just like a YouTube Live video. You can still get it, but I think he raised the price on it now because the launch is over. I could put the link to it underneath this replay tomorrow if you guys want to check it out. Okay. It says, what kind of anchors did you use for the 250,000 blast money keywords for the video, or generic non-spammy anchors? I think she just asked me what I wanted to rank for it, and I just told her it was Pittsburgh Painting Contractors. So I'm not quite sure how she, how you do it with Scrapebox or whatever. I've never really messed around with like using those tools because there's a lot of technical stuff that goes with them to do them right. And if I can hire somebody to do it, for $5 that does it all the time and knows exactly what they're doing, that's the way I would rather do it. No problem, Waldo. All right, guys, the questions are dying down, so I just want to run something by you guys real quick. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start a Facebook group so that everybody can help each other, and I'll stop in there a couple times a day or whatever and see if there's any questions in there, and I can post things for you guys in there. It'll just be a lot easier to do. So I'm probably going to get that going sometime in the next couple weeks or so. And I'll send an email out to everybody or let you guys know on the next webinar or whenever and give you the link to go sign up. I haven't decided whether I should do a private or open. I'm kind of thinking private because I don't want people coming in there and sabotaging things, which will happen. And if it's private, I don't know if you can kick somebody out of a group if it's not private. So anyways, that was something I'm thinking of doing. Alan says go with private. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It'll just be better. You know what I mean? Okay. It says YouTube Live Commando, only wire, SendWire, or IFTT Commando, social bookmarks, hi, DAPA blog comments with Web 2.0s and wikis if needed to boost. Works good for high competition niches and local to get above 7-pack. Is that what, have you done that, Ed? Okay. Looks like a lot of stuff to do. But then again, I'm just lazy. In a good way, though. Yeah, Mary, you're right. Mary says if the group is open, they'll just spam offers. I guess you can put rules that they can't do that, but right, Ed. Okay, Ed says he doesn't do that for every video. Right, those are just the ones that the troublesome videos, right? Okay. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, the questions have sort of died down. It's been about half an hour here, so next week we'll do this on Wednesday night, which is the 7th, and then we'll go back to the normal routine where I'll show you guys something cool in the beginning, and then we'll do about a half hour of Q&A. But I just wanted to give you guys a chance to ask me anything you wanted to, because it's been a couple weeks, and like I said, I hope everybody had a good holiday, and hope you all have a safe New Year's Eve. It says, would like to speak with you about client getting bill, really struggling with that. Okay, Ed, just send a support ticket in, all right? And, yep, same to you, Waldo. Happy New Year. Same to you, Mary. Yep, same to you, Alan. Oh, okay, that's right, Roy, I forgot about that. Let me see here. Roy has a video he wants me to share with you guys. What is it, Roy? It's not anything like religious or anything, is it? Tomorrow, Howard. Okay. Let me see if I can go find that link, and I'll throw it in there real quick. See, I went through this last time because I couldn't copy this thing out of the I'm having trouble copying that link, Roy. I'll tell you what, once you send it to me in a support ticket, and I'll put the link underneath the replay. How's that? Because I can't copy the link out of here. Does that work, Roy? All right, well, send me the link, Roy, in support. All right, and I'll put it underneath the replay. Okay? All right, cool. All right, guys. Like I said, have a safe New Year's tomorrow night, and don't drink too much. And that's it. So I'll talk to you guys next Wednesday night. And like I said, if you need anything, just hit us up at support and we'll be good. Everything will be cool. All right. Yep. See you guys later.